Welcome to our run through of the Opportunities at Risk Escalation engine as part of the RSVP sales methodology. So one of the challenges we face as a management team is being able to identify of all of the different opportunities that are going on, which ones are actually at risk. So what we've actually done is we've allowed managers to define a set of rules where those rules allow them to identify opportunities at risk based on a couple of different criteria. Okay, so first of all, we can identify an opportunity at risk based on a qualification score versus the current sales stage. So for example, if our qualification score is sub 75%, which probably indicates we don't have all the right relationships in place, we don't understand the buying process, and so on, and the sales stage is at negotiation, that deal can be considered at risk because we don't fully understand all of the factors that are affecting that deal. And the second type of escalation type is based on a stalled opportunity. So one thing that the RSVP module does once you install it is it starts to track the last transition date of the sales stage within the opportunity, and it allows us to say that if an opportunity has been stuck in a sales stage, let's say in negotiation for more than a month, that opportunity is considered to be at risk. Okay, so a couple of different factors there that allow us to flag these as opportunity. Okay, and then who do we want to escalate it to? Do we want to escalate it to the sales rep's direct report, the sales reps directly as a prompt to them, or do we want to escalate it to a specific user, let's say the sales manager or something like that, and whether or not we want to include the assigned user. So combined together, those rules allow us to define a set of escalations, and we have a couple of examples there. Now what happens is that there's a scheduled process that runs in the background that flags those as at risk or not, and what we actually see is on our opportunities dashboard we have our opportunities at risk forecast and various forecast dashlets, and what we actually have is for all of our conditions that have been met where that opportunity is at risk, what we can actually do is we can see the opportunity, who the account is, current RSVP score, which alert rule was actually triggered, and what we have is we have a number of actions. We can either permanently cancel that alert for as long as that alert exists. Now if it goes off and then comes back on, then that alert will actually be re-triggered, but as long as for that particular alert it will ignore it permanently. Or we can generally what we'd want to do is to just snooze that alert. So let's say that's at risk. What we're going to do is we're going to go and address it with the sales rep. Say, okay, what do we need to put in place to increase our position in this opportunity? Let's identify some action items within this, and if we show the tool that does that, just to provide some context, what we can do is we identify our weaknesses, identify the action items that need to occur to strengthen our position there, and from there we can increase our understanding of the opportunity. But what we can do is we can then snooze that for a day, a week, 2 weeks, or we can cancel it altogether. What you'll also notice is that if we hover over the opportunity, we see the key stats, current sales stage, next step, and if we have a description of the opportunity, we'll see that there. So we get a quick understanding without having to lose where we are. What we can do is, okay, I want to review this again next week in our sales meeting. So I'll snooze that, and same with that one, I'm comfortable with that. That one, it's not far enough along yet, so I'm going to snooze that for a couple of weeks, and so on. And so what that will do is that will actually allow me to get rid of the, be reminded of those same alerts in a week, 2 weeks, if those conditions still exist, and I need to go back to the sales rep and follow it up with them again. So a really nice kind of escalation platform that allows us to keep on top of our opportunities as a sales manager or a chief revenue officer, someone in that sort of role. Thanks very much for your time.